In the middle of the Nevada desert, there is a place that looks like a rainbow volcano. Imagine driving through the empty desert of Nevada. Miles of dry land stretch in every direction. No trees, no mountains, no rivers, just endless dust and silence. And then suddenly, you see something impossible? A giant mound rising from the desert floor. Bright red, burning orange, neon green, and deep turquoise water spilling down its sides. Steam rises into the sky like a living creature breathing. It looks like a volcano, but it isn't. It looks like something from another planet, but it's right here on Earth. Hidden deep in the Nevada desert lies one of the strangest natural formations ever created. A place so unusual that most people have never even heard of it. This is Fly Geyser, also known as the Hidden Rainbow Volcano. And the strangest part? It was never supposed to exist. The story of Fly Geyser begins with a mistake. Back in 1916, people were drilling wells across Nevada looking for water. Farmers hoped to irrigate the dry desert land, so they drilled deep into the earth, hundreds of feet underground. Eventually, they struck something unexpected. Boiling hot geothermal water. The pressure underground was enormous. Water heated deep within the earth was trapped below layers of rock, but the drill had created an escape route. Hot water exploded upward through the well. A natural geyser was born. But this wasn't like the famous geysers in Yellowstone National Park. Those erupt violently. They shoot water high into the air. Fly Geyser was different. Instead of erupting, it slowly flowed, day after day, year after year. Mineral-rich water constantly spilled onto the desert floor. And something incredible began to happen. As the hot water flowed out of the ground, it carried minerals with it. Lots of minerals, calcium carbonate, silica, and various dissolved salts. When the water cooled in the open air, those minerals began to solidify, layer by layer, drop by drop, slowly forming a mound of rock. Year after year, the mound grew taller and stranger, but the real magic came from something microscopic. Tiny living organisms called thermophilic algae. These organisms love extreme heat. They thrive in boiling mineral water, and they produce bright pigments: green, orange, red, yellow. As the algae spread across the mineral surface, the geyser transformed. It became a living painting. Bright colors flowed down its sides like melted rainbows. Every layer of rock recorded another year of mineral deposits. Every color represented colonies of heat-loving microbes. What started as a simple accident had turned into one of the most colorful geological formations on Earth. Today, Fly Geyser stands about 5 feet tall, but its appearance makes it look much larger. Hot water sprays continuously from several openings at the top. Small geysers shoot streams of water into the air. Steam drifts across the desert. Pools of neon blue and green water collect around its base. The surrounding ground looks alien. Mineral terraces spread outward like frozen waterfalls. Bright colors stain the earth. Even NASA scientists have studied environments like this. Because landscapes like Fly Geyser resemble conditions that might exist on Mars or Europa, one of Jupiter's icy moons, places where life could survive in extreme environments. In fact, the microbes living on Fly Geyser are called extremophiles, life forms that thrive where most organisms would die. Studying them helps scientists understand how life might exist beyond Earth. But despite its scientific importance, Fly Geyser remained almost completely unknown for decades. One reason Fly Geyser stayed hidden is simple. It's on private land. The geyser sits within the Fly Ranch property in Nevada's Black Rock Desert. For many years, visitors weren't allowed anywhere near it. Only a few photographers and explorers ever saw it. Most people only discovered Fly Geyser through rare images shared online. And those images quickly went viral. People couldn't believe something. This colorful existed in the middle of a desert. Some thought the photos were fake. Others assumed it had been digitally edited. But it was real. And it kept growing, because the geyser never stops flowing. Every minute, every hour, every day, minerals continue to build new layers, meaning Fly Geyser is constantly changing. It is a living geological sculpture. In 2016, something important happened. The famous organization behind the Burning Man Festival purchased Fly Ranch. Their goal was to protect the land and preserve its unique environment. They recognized that Fly Geyser was fragile. Too many visitors could damage the delicate mineral formations, so access remains limited even today. Only small guided tours are allowed. This has helped keep the geyser in pristine condition, unlike many natural wonders that become crowded tourist attractions. Fly Geyser remains mysterious, quiet, hidden in the desert, and that mystery only makes it more fascinating. Unlike natural geysers that erupt periodically, fly geyser flows continuously. Hot geothermal water constantly rises from deep underground. This water carries minerals that slowly build the structure. The process is similar to how stalactites form in caves, except here, the process is happening in the open air. Scientists estimate the geyser has grown several inches over the past decades, and it will likely continue growing for centuries, unless the water flow stops. But geothermal systems can remain active for thousands of years, meaning the rainbow volcano may still be forming long after we are gone. Nature's slowest sculpture, still being carved by time. The most incredible thing about Fly Geyser is how it began. Not through volcanic eruptions, not through earthquakes, but through a simple human mistake, a drilled well, a burst of geothermal water, and decades of slow mineral deposits. That accident created something breathtaking, a rainbow volcano hidden in the desert, proof that sometimes nature creates its most beautiful wonders completely by chance. And somewhere out in Nevada's empty desert, steam is still rising. Water is still flowing. Colors are still spreading across the rock. Quietly, patiently, the Hidden Rainbow Volcano continues to grow, one drop at a time. Imagine discovering Fly Geyser for the first time. You are driving through the Nevada desert. Hours pass. Nothing changes, just empty land stretching to the horizon. Then suddenly, you notice steam rising in the distance. At first you think it might be smoke, maybe a fire, but as you drive closer, the colors begin to appear. Red, orange, green, and bright blue water reflecting the sunlight. It would feel unreal, almost like finding a hidden world, because the surrounding desert is completely silent. No cities, no buildings, no crowds, just wine moving across the dry land. And in the middle of that silence, a living fountain of color, constantly spraying hot water into the air. Some visitors say the experience feels almost surreal, like stepping into a dream. The steam drifts across the landscape. The minerals shine under the sunlight, and the geyser quietly continues its endless flow. Many natural wonders on Earth were created by violent forces. Exploding volcanoes, crashing tectonic plates, massive earthquakes. But Fly Geyser is different. It was created slowly, patiently, over more than 100 years. No explosions, no disasters, just water, heat, minerals, and time. Sometimes the most beautiful places on Earth are not created in a single dramatic moment. Sometimes they are built quietly, layer by layer, over generations. Fly Geyser is one of those places, a reminder that nature never stops creating, even in the most unexpected locations. And that is what makes Fly Geyser so fascinating. It should not exist. No scientist planned it. No geologist predicted it. And yet it stands there, a rainbow volcano rising from the desert, created by accident, still growing, still changing, still hidden from most of the world. Which makes you wonder something. How many other strange places might exist on Earth, waiting to be discovered? Hidden in deserts, buried deep in jungles, or locked beneath ice. Because Fly Geyser reminds us of something important. Planet is still full of mysteries. And sometimes, the most unbelievable places are real.